So, according to the latest news, Donald Trump and the Trump administration want to basically end Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act. However, what they don't understand is that this is probably the worst move they could make if they want to make healthcare better, like they say they are. And quoting Donnie himself, the Republican Party will become known as the party of healthcare. Now you're going to become known as the party of no healthcare, because if you got if you got Obamacare, you're basically gutting the entire infrastructure or foundation of the modern healthcare system in the U.S. And therefore, a lot of people are going to lose coverage one way or the other. And that will be bad. So, basically, Donald Trump was saying for the longest time he was going to protect those with pre-existing conditions, low-income families, stuff like that. He was going to protect Medicaid. He was going to protect Medicare. Then he got into office. He started really thinking about it. He started thinking about what the Republican Party really wants. And now he wants to gut Medicaid and Medicare in the same way that the Republican Party does, because it has Obama's name stamped on it, even though that wasn't even given to it by Obama himself, but by his detractors when, after day one, the new the new Affordable Care Act website didn't work quite right. And so they started calling it Obamacare and making it into a negative, because they figured that way they could basically drag Obama's name through the mud in regards to health care. Obviously, that did not work, because Obama was still quite popular even going into his last year in office when we saw the 2016 elections. But like every year, Obama seems to be the scapegoat for anything and everything that is bad or wrong with the system in the eyes of Donald Trump and those that he associates with. So, for somebody like me, if the Affordable Care Act is abolished and basically gutted, I would most likely and very likely lose all my health care, potentially lose my status as a disabled individual, lose my sole source of income, lose any and all access I have to any of the amenities that I need, like power, heating, water, internet, in order to be able to do what I do here. I'd basically end up cut off from everything. And all because of one guy and his party saying, nope, I don't want that. That doesn't have my name on it. Nope, not doing it. And understandably, 90% of the low-income people here in America are kind of upset about that, to say the least. There are several people that are speaking out in civil ways, and there are several people that are speaking out and just hurling obscenities at the president for no other reason than they can, and it makes them feel a little better. Little, just teensy bit. I don't know about you, but I think this is probably the worst time to be an individual here in America that needs that kind of services, that needs that kind of health care, and that kind of those kinds of provisions for us. I mean, without Medicaid, without health care, I can't get the surgery that I'm going to need in a year. I'm not going to be able to get the health care that I need. I'm not going to be able to get the prescription meds that I need. I'll end up being unhealthy as hell, and the only one to blame will be the government. And then, of course, myself for putting me in that situation to begin with. Because, frankly, if I'd have just done preventative maintenance, I wouldn't need to do reparative maintenance or repair work on myself to get myself back to healthy. So, yeah, the Affordable Care Act seems like it might be getting the shaft. However, I and many others here in America can hope that there are sane people in Congress and the Senate that can say, you know what, maybe that's not the greatest idea. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, who knows? It might be that we get a majority of people in government to say, you know what, we need to keep something in place until we can assure the American people that we have something ready to replace it that's going to fill the gaps that are necessary to be filled, that are going to be left by Obamacare. I don't think that gutting it completely is a great idea. I don't even think gutting it partially is a good idea. But they're going to do what they're going to do. And we can just pray and hope that something comes out of this that's better than what the worst case situation would be. Anyway, I'm your host, Gregory. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoy my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. If you do, you'll get 10 years of good luck, and both of us will have a happier day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.